Hello, and welcome to I Bet I Can Do That. I'm Chad Evans. This show, it's not about an expert teaching you how to do something that they're an expert at. It's about me trying to figure out how to do something that I just really don't know how to do. When I was a kid, my dad, no matter what went wrong, he'd fix it. If the dishwasher broke, or if the truck needed a new clutch, or if somehow there was a giant hole in the wall, my dad would fix it. That's just what he did. So I thought that my dad knew how to do everything. And as I got a little older, I realized, no, my dad didn't know how to do all that stuff. He couldn't afford to pay somebody to fix it for him. He had something that had to get done, and he just said, hell, I bet I could do that. And he did it. So now this is my attempt to try to fill my dad's shoes, and I'm going to see if I can get some things done. Alright, so today what I'm going to be doing is installing a water heater, which is something I really have no business doing. But we got a Rheem water heater here, which I'm sure is probably one of the best you can get. I don't really know. I don't know anything about them. But mine has been cutting off and not heating the water properly, so it's time to replace it. Now, if we look at the box, I found this is pretty handy. It says installation tools. All right. Pipe wrenches. I don't have any of those. Drain hose, I got that. Screwdrivers, I got some of those. Approved joint compound. I don't know what that is. Hacksaw, I've got one of those with a bad blade on it. I got a file. Adjustable wrench, I have that. Pipe fittings, measuring tape. Yeah, we got some of this stuff. Lead-free solder, I don't have that. Solder flux, I don't have that. Emery cloth, nope. Propane torch, nope. So we're gonna make do with the stuff I have. Well, it's probably gonna work pretty good. But one thing I found out, I was really excited when I turned the box around all the way. Basic gas water heater installation steps. This is gonna go perfect. Not gonna be a problem at all because I got the directions right there on the box. I got a couple more things to get out of the truck, and then we're gonna get started on this. Okay, so I got a couple more things here. When I picked up the water heater, I got this water heater installation tape. It's some kind of magic tape. There was another guy there that looked like he knew what he was doing buying a water heater, and I kind of picked his brain, and he told me this can save me money somehow at some point in the job. So I took his word for it. He told me I needed one of these, which looks like a piece of pipe with some threads on the end. So seems something to have. And we got this installation kit here. Yeah, I don't know. It was there. I might take it back if I don't use it, but these hoses are really nice looking, so I bet they're the ones I want. Alright, let's get to work. Step 1. Turn off the cold water inlet supply. Okay. This one, I don't know what that one is. But up here on top, I've got two hoses. This one's got a little red disc. This one's got a blue disc, so I'm going to assume that this hose is for the cold water supply. And I see there's a little valve back here, and I'm going to try to turn it up, but it doesn't want to go that way. So it wants to go that way. And I know it was on before. That's got to be off. So we did step 1. I forgot. No matter what you're doing, you got to wear your safety glasses. Because, I don't know, safety first. Now we can really get down to it. Step 2, shut off gas supply at the main gas meter. Oh, I don't know how to do that. Or at the shutoff valve nearest the water heater. See, I got that. Okay, so step 2 is to shut off the gas valve here by the heater. And it looks like it wants to go that way. And it seems pretty off. So we got that done. Step 2's done. All right, connect hose to drain valve. Okay, so I'm hooking the water hose up to the only place where you could hook a water hose up to that I could see, which I think is the right place. And instead of a regular knob, it's got this guy, which I think I'm going to need a screwdriver for. So, let's see what happens when we open this up. Oh, something's happening. I can hear it. It's making noise inside of there. I hope that's okay. It's supposed to be draining out of this hose. Nothing's coming out. When I was reading about it, they said that it can get sediment in there and build up. And I must have a lot of sediment, or I opened the, I did it. I did the thing, so it should be, something should be happening. Okay, so I mean, I think it's full of sediment. I think is the deal, because the thing I did here with the hose and the draining and the cutting off the valve, you're supposed to do that every 6 months or every year or something. I've lived here for 6 years and I've never done it. And in the water heater itself, if you look on it, it's got a sticker on it. It's some kind of energy thing, but down here it says based on a 1994 U.S. government national average cost, which means this thing. It's probably pretty old, like 20, 23 years old or so. If it was 94, I don't know if that means that's when it was made, but who knows if anybody's ever. So there's probably a lot of crud in there. And I bet you this one's a lot heavier than the new one. All right, so now it's time to actually get some tools out. Said to have an adjustable wrench. I got this really big one. That's cool. That's from Grandpa. I got some of these pliers. These are okay, but these are Knipex, and the Knipex, they're made in Germany. Yeah, they're made in Germany, and they're the best, man. No matter what it is, if it's a rounded off bolt or whatever, if you can get the Knipex on it, you can get it loose. So that's gonna be my go-to here for this. Oh, a lot of thread on there. Okay, look at there. Got one loose. This is really happening. Oh, look at that. There's ugly looking stuff coming out of there. Yeah, we're fixing something today. Remove the old tank, but I've still got these two connections. I'm gonna take this one loose. This is the gas one. This is the one that you can ruin everything if you mess it up. I think you can blow up your house if you do something wrong here. I don't want to do that. It's got this funny little valve here. I don't know what it does. I flipped it once to see if it did anything. I don't think it does. I'm gonna take this one loose. It's got. This is probably the tape that the guy told me I needed to get. This is probably it right here. How is that held on there? Oh crap! Now what do I? Oh, good lord. Oh no. That thing that was up there earlier, and now it's not. Oh shit. It won't. Well, now what do I do? I gotta get in the attic. I don't want to do that. Continue with this technique here. It's gonna fall, and I don't want it to fall on me. I'm gonna use this ladder. It was a good idea. I'm gonna gently tip this thing over onto the ladder, and then I'm gonna let it down on the ground nice and soft, instead of just topping it over like I was planning. So we're gonna use the ladder kind of like a. Oh! Yeah, it's heavy. It's full of water. And yeah, it's pouring all over the place. Let's get it out of here. Oh, God. Go. Oh, glasses on. What? Okay, it's dripping outside now. Why? The installation kit came with a new one of these. Keep it safe. The installation kit came with a new one of these, but on this one, they soldered it in there. So that one's gonna have to be reused. Can't even take the box off the new one. How are we gonna put it in? You can't even take the box off. You can't beat me! It doesn't fit. Look at this stuff. Oh yeah, we're hitting all that stuff. This thing. Oh, some of my house fell down from the ceiling. That's fun. So that valve, the height of the new water heater interferes with this shutoff valve here. This is the valve that we shut off earlier, and when I put this back where it needs to go, it hits the valve. All right. I also noticed there's some weird looking stuff inside of that pipe. Okay. Oh! God damn it! Stop! There's some kind of weird gunk in this pipe. I don't know if that's related to my issue or not, but I'm gonna get some of it out, I guess, with this special tool. Gunk remover tool. That's probably enough, I guess. I don't know what the rule is. Oh, safety. Safety first. I decided to get this installation kit out, and hopefully there's something in here that will help. This is Teflon tape, and you put it around the threads, and it makes everything. It's gonna work just fine. See, I just had a great idea that I was going to hook up the cold water supply line to the water heater and then push it back, and it's going to open the valve, but it's okay because it's hooked up. But then right before I did that, I realized if I don't hook up the hot water feed line, then instead of just shooting in my face here, it's going to start shooting out of the hot water line. So I need to do both of them. No. Not going to work. I might have to. This thing doesn't seem all that flexible, but then the more you play with it, the more it kind of wants to do what you want it to do, and I think I need it to do this. Like, this is maybe the connection we need. I don't know if it's going to work, but we're going to give it a go. Let's see what happens. We've got to try to bend this one so it'll go where we want it to. It's not incredibly flexible either. This is the one that's soldered in, so we really gotta try to make this one work. And the Knipex. I think if I didn't have this bottom little section on here, I think it would fit perfect. I've got the water lines hooked up. I haven't turned it on yet because I don't know if it's gonna hold. But I gotta try to find a way to get this into place. I don't know how to get this piece out other than maybe cutting it. It seems pretty in there. I got one of these. Where to get it in there? I should have done this. I should have thought about this earlier. Okay. Hat with the two little screws. Where the screws go? Two little screws. Little hat. This guy, I'm gonna try to get these screws in there. Well, because if this one's not hooked up, then the water's gonna come out of that hole. Because the water comes in through here and goes out through here, and it doesn't know whether it's hot or not. It's just gonna do what it does. Oh, I guess if I closed everything that uses hot water, maybe it wouldn't go anywhere. I'm not sure about that though. This is the gas adapter to connect the gas line from the city to the water heater. I want to put a little thread tape on there too. I don't know if it's necessary, but I'm gonna see. I'm gonna do a loose connection at first and spray it. See all those bubbles there? We don't want those bubbles. That's bad. This is soapy water and soap. That means you're going to blow up your house. We don't want that. Let's see if we can get a good connection. So now, let's open the valve back up. No bubbles. That's good. When I was working on the old one, those 2 or 3 times I was working on it, I would do this test, and then I would wait a little while, and then I would go and light the pilot, and kind of walk away, and then I'd come back and spray it again, because, you know, it's serious business. It's probably something I shouldn't be doing. But I don't smell gas. And I don't see any bubbles. So I'm going to assume that it's okay. Alright, so we made the gas connection. We double checked. We waited a little while, came back and checked again. We're not seeing any bubbles. I think it's good. We lit the pilot light. The directions are right here on the thermostat. We lit the pilot. Went upstairs and I double checked to make sure the flue was okay where it was falling down earlier. And I got it all lined back up and put a little bit of that tape that the guy told me to buy. I put it on there. It was good advice. So there it is. We got hot water. Got a new hot water heater. It didn't go as smoothly as the directions on the box implied, but you know, nothing ever does.